You take the first bite. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Woo! Hey guys, it's your girl Peggy Cakes here. Welcome back to my channel. Yay, it's cake time. Okay, so for today's cake, I got it from Red Ribbon Bakery. It is a Filipino bakery and they have a wide selection of cakes. Look at that, they all look so good. And they also have breads too. Their cheesy empanadas are really good. So today I got us their new and improved caramel Yema cake. Looks so pretty. So there's caramel on top and I think there are also caramel layers in between the sponge cake. Can't wait to eat this, it looks so good. Okay, and then for the sides today, I got us some empanadas from Porto's bakery. Yeah, I got us their chicken empanadas, and the triangular ones are spinach and feta cheese empanadas. Yummy, 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 yummy. Oh my god, it smells so good. Okay, let's start the time. Ooh. Whoa! Okay, let's start with the cake. The cake looks really good. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh, layers of caramel. Ooh, you take the first bite. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Mmm. Holy moly! Oh my god! Wow! Mmm. The sponge cake is really soft and the cream is really light and fresh. Wow! Wow, this is amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I like that it's not too sweet. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Take a bite. Mmm. Wow. Wow. You know what? So far, every cake I had from Red Ribbon, they're all good. They're all good. I've never had a bad cake from Red Ribbon before. Mmm. Wow. Son of a gun! Jesus Christ. The sponge cake is so moist. Oh, and the caramel is so good. Look at that. Mmm. Wow. This is one of the best cakes I've ever had. Alright. Cheers to Red Ribbon Bakery. Ooh. Ah. Seriously, if you have a chance to try food from Red Ribbon, try their cakes. Their cakes are good. Their cheesy empanadas, cheesy ensaimadas, you know, those bread, those are really good too. Whew. Okay, now let's try Porto's empanadas. Ooh. Okay, this is the chicken empanada. Let me just break it in half. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Okay, there's green peas, there's some carrots. Mmm. I can taste some Spanish seasonings. No, the fillings kind of taste like the potato balls. Yeah, it's like the same type of seasoning. Mmm. Wow. And the pastry is really flaky and light. This is good empanadas. Mmm. Deliciosa. I'm not sure you can hear my neighbor. I have a new neighbor and she has a dog and she's always yelling at her dog. Okay, let's try this is the spinach and feta cheese empanada. Spinach. Mmm. Ooh. Oh, the crust is really flaky. I don't think you can see it, but the spinach and feta cheese. It's good. Mmm. Cheese is really creamy. Mmm. This is good. It's very airy and light.
Get back! No, you can't go. No, you can't go. I'm going Christmas shopping. No.
You can hear her talking, right? Hmm. That is really good. Now you can't see much of the filling, but I think the filling to the crust ratio is just right, you know, because if you have too much feta cheese, it can be too, you know, too salty. But I think this has the right balance. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, so my new neighbor, she moved in, I think, a month ago. Yeah. She's very friendly and very nice. It's just that her dog, I think her dog sometimes misbehave or like the dog would just run out of their apartment. So she'll go chasing after the dog or yelling at the dog, come back, you know. So I hear her yelling at her dog every day. Ah. Ooh. Ah, that was good. Wow. Okay, it's time for cake. Right, let's go here. Looky that. So creamy, so soft, and very fresh. You can taste how fresh it is. Wow. You know, their cake, every cake that I had is like a 10 out of 10. And despite being a chain, with many locations, they still manage to maintain the quality, which is really good. Some places, when they start franchising, the quality goes down, but this one is not. They're good in every location. Yeah, I think they're owned by the same company as Jollibee, right? If I'm not wrong, they're owned by the Jollibee company, so yeah. Ooh. Oh my god. Wow. They also have rolls, cake rolls. They're double chocolate. No, it's triple chocolate roll. That is amazing. If you're a chocolate lover, try the chocolate roll. It's really good. Ooh. And the prices are really reasonable. I think the chocolate roll, like a cake roll, is like $14, $15, which is alright. And a whole cake like that, it's I think this is $30. Yeah. For a big cake like that, $30 is alright. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, it's empanada time. This is the chicken empanada. Ooh, I like the bottom. Looks good. The pastry is really light and flaky. This is great. In Singapore, we have a pastry that's similar, that looks similar. It's called the curry puff. Yeah. We call it the curry puff or chicken puff over there. We don't say empanadas, but it's like the same shape. It's pretty much the same thing, different name. really good. Okay, now every time I see empanadas, I think of the show, that Dolores Roach show on Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's about this. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it has got to do with empanadas, but in a very morbid way. It's kind of like a really dark comedy, dark murder comedy. Yeah, it's about murder, but it's like a comedy. It's a pretty dark show. If you like that kind of show, I would recommend it. The Horrors of Dolores Roach. Yeah, I think that's the title. Okay, I'm just gonna say like a summary. She turned into a serial killer, and one way or the other, the bodies, the meat. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go into details because it can gross out some people. So I'm not gonna say anything. If you like dark comedy with murder, go watch The Horrors of Dolores Roach, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And you'll never see an empanada the same way again. So do you guys watch shows on Amazon Prime? They have some good shows here and there, you know. Anything good you recommend? Not Rings of Power though. Yeah, I didn't watch Rings of Power. I just read a lot of reviews about it, and people were saying it's not good, you know. And they spent like $1 billion on it or something. That's crazy, isn't it? Wow. Okay, I'm filling up. Let's eat some more cake, and then we'll finish the empanadas. Ooh. Mm. How good is this? Hmm. So do you guys watch the new Godzilla movie? Is it called Godzilla -1? I heard it's really good, so I'm gonna go check it out. Ooh. Okay, let's finish all the empanadas. Get it? It's so flaky, it's so soft. It's also a little bit buttery. Everything from Porto's is good. Yeah, so my parents, I think they're gonna come visit me in California from Singapore in a few months' time. One of the places I'm bringing them is Porto's. I think my parents would love Porto's. Yeah. Woo. Wow. That was great. Okay, let's finish off this one. The spinach and feta cheese. Spinach and feta cheese empanada. I forgot the name. This is more like a croissant. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Wow, this is good. You can taste how fresh the cheese is. Yeah, and I think the cheese to pastry ratio is just right. You don't want too much, otherwise you get overwhelmed by the cheese. So I think this is just right. Yeah, so when my parents come here, I'm gonna bring them to Porto's. I'm gonna take them to a few Mexican restaurants too. you know, authentic Mexican restaurant like Taco Bell. No, not Taco Bell. Real authentic Mexican restaurant. Yeah. I don't think my parents ever had real authentic Mexican food before. There are not a lot of Mexican restaurants in Singapore, you know. Yeah, so that's one of the places I'll take them. Ooh, okay, you know what? Let's just eat a bit more of the cake and then we'll call it good. It's like about half. Wow. So good. Okay. Last bite here and we'll call it a day. Done it again. Well done. Stop. Alright, that's what's left of the cake. This is really good cake. It's very fresh. The sponge cake inside is very soft, really moist, and it's not too sweet, so I give this cake 10 out of 10. I think every cake I had from Red Ribbon is a 10 out of 10. Really, there are no complaints. All their cakes are really fresh, and despite them being a large chain, you know, they have many locations, they still maintain their quality. Yeah, so if you have a chance to visit a Red Ribbon, I'll recommend their cake. Their triple chocolate roll is really good, and their what's that? Empanadas. Yeah, the Empanadas also really good. And the Empanadas from Porto's are really good too. The pastry outside is very flaky. It's just delicious. Everything is delicious. Yeah, and Empanadas are like a mix of Spanish and Filipino cuisine, right? You know, you have empanadas both in the Filipino and the Mexican cuisine. And in Singapore, we have our own version of empanadas. It's called curry puff. Yeah, if you've been to Singapore, you see this store called Old Chunky. Yeah, it's all over the country and they sell Singapore street food. And one of the most popular things is like the curry puff, you have the chicken puff. Those are like our Singapore version of empanadas. So I think it's like every culture has their own version of empanadas. Yeah, so cakes from Red Ribbon, highly recommended. Food from Porto's, highly recommended. If you have a chance to try any of these bakeries, highly recommend it. And feel free to suggest what other bakeries I should check out here in Los Angeles. Do let me know, or any new stuff from any fast food chains or restaurant chains I should check out. Let me know down in the comments as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out my other videos, which will pop up here, here, or here. Go check it out right now.